right. Still in my car. I still got the headache, but I'll be okay. I'm going to give another message. It's super important. I'm being shown an Aries and an air sign who they tried to put you in a dark night of the soul. They did put you in the dark night of the soul. They did spell work against you, heavy spell work against you. Because they're freaking psychotic people, okay? Like, it's really, they're just, so many people who are not aligned with their own light are aligned with this very powerful, low frequency, which is incredibly narcissistic. So these people are narcissists to the max. They could be a covert narcissist where they put on that, you know, that mask that they're like, you know, perfect and loving and charming, and they care so much about you, but they're just trying to get you, they're just preying on you, and they're just trying to get you hooked on them so that they can manipulate you and get what they want from you. And then there's the other type of narcissist that's just like blatantly egotistical and cruel, and they're not hiding it, you know, very deceitful. So I'm seeing this air sign and this Aries. It could be two separate situations, like two separate people coming for you, or that came for you, or they could be working together, but I don't think they're working together. Because I think like the Aries, if it was working with somebody, it wasn't really an air sign. But I mean, you apply it with what resonates for you. I really just see like two separate situations where these people did so much black magic on you in every area of your life just to get you to go into a dark night of the soul. And you did go into a dark night of the soul, but it was actually for your benefit. That dark night of the soul that you went into brought you closer to yourself. It brought you closer to God. It brought you into alignment. And if you don't know what a dark night of the soul is, it's when you just go into this really depressive, difficult state where you kind of wanted to just give up, where you're feeling hopeless, and you feel like it's just too much. It's like a transitional period. You feel very lost. It feels everything around you like you lose your you lose all your inspiration, you lose all your motivation, you lose all your interests in things. And it's like, really, you get stripped down to nothing. And you're like, why? You're like, why? Why me? So these people put you in a dark night of soul. And for some of you, they put you in it for decades. And for others, or one of them put you in it for decades, and then somebody came in when you were trying to like get out of it, when you were like rising from those ashes, they came in. And this is very much kind of goes with the previous message, where there's such a focus on you because you're this bright light. You're a bright light. There's such a focus on you because your path is meant to touch many people. And it's like this low frequency, this powerful, very low state of consciousness. It's like, if we can stop you before you get past this point, then we can stop you for good. So there's been so many attempts to get you, and it doesn't just have to be an Aries or an air sign. It could be a different fire sign. It could be a water sign. It could be, and if you don't even believe in astrology, it could just be a person. It could be a family member, a best friend, a co-worker, a partner. It could just be, whatever. people working against you, people closest to you. That's how you really, and they start when you're young, and that's how they really mess you up. Okay? Because when, you know, you start when you're impressionable. You start when you're young. That's why so many of you had family members that turned against you. Family members that maybe it wasn't part of the soul contract. They weren't supposed to. They were supposed to be your allies here. But they had their pain used against them, and they were motivated to work against you as well. Okay? And like just tricked and manipulated and lured by false promises and false like rewards. Which, you know, if you've actually been living this life for a long time, you've seen that play out. And these people that were lured by the false reward never got the reward. They never got the reward. Even if they stole something from you and they thought like, well, I got it. They didn't, because what they lost was so much more than what they gained from you. And what you gain from this is so much more than what they took. It keeps coming through like you're a star. So you're a star. It's like your light is so bright. Like maybe you are going to go on to become a star, like an actual star. But I feel like you feel a way about like celebrity culture because like you're aware, you're awake. But it feels like you're a star, which means like you shine so bright. Or maybe for some of you, it could be that like you come from a particular star system, like that's here to make a very huge impact. So that's like your soul would know that. You probably feel very aligned with a certain type of star system. But yeah, it's saying like you're a star. But you're a star that's aligned with God's light. You're a star that's aligned with truth and love and understanding and accountability and positive emotions. The types of things that empower people. The types of things that make a true impact in this world. And there's forces, man, that come against you. Now, this is very important because I do see like there's been an attack on your creative energy, and your creative energy is also your sexual energy. So, and a lot of times this happens very young in life. So this could be like maybe you went through some type of SA, or maybe you have just, there's been some type of belief, like your beliefs were conditioned to believe that, you know, attention came in the form of like some type of like had to do with something to do with your sexuality. And also there's been an attack on your sexuality. So there's been an attack on your sexuality and how you view yourself and how you feel in your own body. And trying to get you to take this beautiful creative energy that was put inside of you by God, that's God's energy, and trying to muddy it up, trying to confuse you, trying to get you to either give your energy away. Like I do see like succubus energy. I do see like there was, yeah. Did you just hear that? So there's like a succubus, or I don't know. I think that might only be like referring to like one form. But there's like this energy that's trying to siphon your sexual energy from you. And in doing that, also your creative energy. So it's almost like God has... So I see as God like put very protective force around you and your creative energy. And so you might have been called into celibacy, or you might be called into celibacy, because it's like you had to go through this healing process, and you had to really like develop, like heal and develop many things, many different things. God didn't want you being tricked into giving your energy away to somebody who didn't have good intentions. All right? So there is like this energy around you that's trying to get you to give up your beautiful energy, trying to siphon it from you, and also trying to get you to take on their damaged energy. And this comes in the form of being like physically intimate with somebody. So it's like I see that you can tell the difference between somebody who genuinely cares about you and somebody who just wants to take something from you. And like to be very careful about the like who you give access to you, who you give access to in your life, who you share yourself with, and whether that's just even like your ideas and your emotions, or if it's on a physical level, you know, to be very mindful about that, and to be very mindful about people's true intentions and true colors. All right, because your energy is very it's very magnetic. Even if you don't think it is, people are aware of your energy field when you go places. Even like if you're like, no, I'm just like, no, I don't get attention, I keep to myself, like, yeah, okay, people are still aware of you. Okay, people still notice your energy field. They feel it. It's on like an unconscious level. And you know, if you put yourself out there in some respect, like, I don't know, maybe for your work or something, like maybe you're social or it's something that you do, maybe you're on social media, be very mindful about the type of people that are trying to get your attention. Okay, of course they're going to be like, you're gonna attract God-aligned people with nothing but pure intentions for you, good people, and you'll be able to tell the difference. But you're also going to attract people who, like, you know, are being kind of controlled, mind controlled, and like that are not aligned, like they're not like in control of their own energy, so they're being manipulated to come into your space. Okay, so maybe you lost that creative spark, or maybe you lost that spark, or you feel like you lost that spark, but you didn't lose anything. This is like you're being protected. And it's like, I do see that God is waiting until you get to a certain space or a certain place before these things kind of like gear up again for you. And it really is. It's for your own benefit. Like, it's for your highest good. And to keep that in mind. And like, it's almost like your energy is delicious and people just want to eat you up. So you can take that how, and you might be thinking of doing something and you're like, it might expose you to more different types of energies. So there was a little bit of a pause put on that. Now, you can intuitively feel that there's a little bit of a pause put on that. So I want you to follow this intuition, because when it's time, you will be given the green light and you will know. You will know, because it will like, you will have like, it will be such like a intuitively led, divinely led energy that you'll know that you not only want to follow it, but it just feels like you have to follow it. Okay, so if you're not feeling that, and there's a little bit of doubt there, and you're feeling like you want to put pressure on yourself, or you feel like you need to force something, or you're feeling like there's some type of urgency to do something, that's not the energy. That's not the energy we want to lead with. Okay, that's the time to sit back and to dive into that energy and to really unravel it and to really say, like, well, what is truly truly causing this? Is it simply because I want it and I'm ready, or is it there's some fear underneath, or is there still some pain there that wants to be acknowledged? Okay, so you are truly being divinely led, and you are divinely guided, you are divinely protected, and this requires you to really trust yourself and to trust God. God's not going to lead you astray, but other energies might. So you always want to go inward. And if you need clarity on something, you ask God for clarity. You ask your higher self, you ask your spirit team, you ask them for clarity, and then you go about your day to receive it. Okay? Because like the attacks on you, there are so many people that could be used against you and will be used against you and have been used against you. And it's like, when you have like, you have reached that level of oneness with God, it's like, it really is you and God. You are one. It's like you and God, like us versus the world. You know what I mean? And you really do have to trust yourself. And so if you're not quite, that might too be why that might be the reason why too there's a little bit of pause button, because there's still an opportunity to develop a deeper level of trust for yourself, okay? And that goes hand in hand with the healing process. As you heal, as you allow your emotions to just be what they are, they do sift out, and you do develop a deeper and stronger level of self-trust. So that's the message. I thought I saw something over here, but it was nothing. It's probably because I have this headache, and like I am a little bit cross-eyed. But it's okay. I'll be okay. It'll pass. And what else? Pray. You're a star. I do see you having some type of extreme wealth, which is also why there's a lot of like this energy that tries to like come and stop you. And it's like, as the closer you get to this thing, this purpose, this thing, this, to receiving it or stepping into it, like the more patience we have to like dig down and demonstrate, okay? Because it's like, it's like, you're ready. Like, you're ready. You got the ideas, you're motivated, you have the vision, you have the goal, you know the purpose, but there's still like a little bit of a pause. All right? So just honor the pause and stay present. All right? I love you so much. God is so proud of you. Like, God, all of these things that God have put inside of you are going to come to fruition. If you're feeling like you've lost some type of creativity or creative energy forever, it's not lost forever. It's just being protected, okay, from these MFs that are so weak that they are actually being used against you, because they don't know who they are. They don't know who they are, and they're not aligned. They're not aligned with God. They're not aligned with their own self. They don't love themselves. They're so stuck in the ego. Their energy is ugly. You know, it's like they're so stuck in their ego mind, and they think so highly of themselves, and there's just no genuine love there. It just feels very like, not even like, they could be beautiful on the outside, but like, it's just their energy is like, So that's the message. And you do have a very big purpose, okay? So just hang tight, hold on, keep pushing, keep doing, or keep resting. It's not even, maybe you don't even need to push. Maybe you just need to rest and honor that pause. Just do that and know that you are being divinely led, okay? God trusts you. God's proud of you. And that's that. That's the message. I'm going to end it there. Okay? I love you. I hope you have a really beautiful day. I hope that good things happen for you today, and that like you feel that peace and that comfort knowing that you're on the right path. Okay? Okay. I'll talk to you soon. And that's it.